acquaint myself a little bit with the American Truck Simulator. I'm going to try and get a run going for Euro Truck as well this evening. I've had some happy business happening. My son, my eldest child, graduated from high school, so we've had family come in from out of town. We've had a joyous celebration. It's been a lot of fun, but not a lot of time to set up the wheel and pedals. So I've been away for a while, and the truth is, man, I don't remember how any of these buttons are scripted. I can't remember. I don't really have the feel for the game anymore. So this is going to be an interesting run here. I'm excited, as I think the big news is SCS has announced that that Washington is going to be coming out on June 11th, which is Tuesday. So I'm excited about that. I think the whole community is probably pretty excited about that. So I definitely want to make sure that I get the feel back a little bit so that I can jump on and start enjoying that. But boy, it feels really strange after being away for a while. Yeah, I'm not even. So I'm just trying to get the feel for it. I grabbed a quick load, and I'm up in Newport, Oregon, and I'm heading to Redding, California, I believe. I've got a double trailer of used packaging. Let's see here. Yeah, Redding. We're going to the Sell Goods in Redding, and we've got about 36,000 pounds of used packaging. So, it should prove to be a good time here. We're gonna relatively straightforward. Run. It feels like I'm going downhill because although I'm only doing 48. So I'm hoping everybody's doing well. Like I say, I know I've been away for a while, so I appreciate you stopping in and taking a couple minutes here to watch the return to the road, so to speak. Rapidly coming up on summertime here, and it's been pretty wet here. I don't know if how it's been around you guys. Drop me a comment. Let me know how your spring into summer has been going. As I stated, we've been pretty wet here, and as a matter of fact, there's which is another thing that's kept me off the computer, is the electrical storms. I've already had one motherboard fry on me. I'm not looking forward to another one. So yeah, if it's too much of an electrical storm, I'll stay off the computer. We had heavy winds and hail come through, so we've had the neighborhood has been kind of torn up. So yeah, we've had it's been a little bit of a busy time. So looking forward to getting fast and reliable transport back up and running. We're going to try and pull it together here. Looking forward to Washington State. I've seen some of these still images as well as some of the video of both Mount St. Helens and the Grand Coulee Dam, and I mean they're just amazing looking. So I can't wait to be able to see them in game. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think and what you're looking forward to with the Washington ad on there. Well, we're cruising along, not doing too bad. 57 miles per hour. I'm using the Thrustmaster TMX. Again, it's kind of weird because before I had kind of put it away for a while, I was using the thing so much that it was like second nature. everything was like second nature to me. So I've been away from it for a while, and to be quite honest with you, I am quite nervous, and I can't remember where the buttons are mapped, and it's almost like I'm doing this for the first time, you know. And sometimes it's fun, you know, when you have a game, even a game that you enjoy. I went for my turn signal, and instead I hit the D-pad, which is that little hitch you saw there. I hit the D-pad. Yeah, so sometimes even with a game that you enjoy, if you take a break from it for a while, for I would say even a week, you know, a week, maybe 2 weeks, when you come back to it, it's like having to learn it all over again, you know. I'm going too fast. I don't think I have my cruise control mapped on ATS. I know I have it mapped on Euro, but I don't think I have it mapped on American. So I'm going to have to use the keyboard, I believe. Still coming down here. And once I get the speed set, I'm going to go ahead. What happened here? Yeah, I know, I heard it. Don't do it, dude. You saw me when. I think these guys crashed. I think that's the deal over here. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Unexpected collision there. We've been doing a lot of Wildlands. We've been having, my buddies and I, we're doing much better on Wildlands. I'm looking forward to broadcasting some of that on my channel. Right now, if you want to watch some of our Wildland excursions, what you need to do is you need to go to Tommy G's gaming channel on YouTube, and he's been putting them up over there. For some reason I can't do it, and I'm going to be upgrading my RAM. Cruise, there we go. I'm going to be upgrading my RAM, so hopefully soon I'll be able to do it myself. But for now, you're going to have to go there. Let's get a look around at some of the scenery. I'm going to go ahead and change camera angles here. We got a straightaway. I'm locked into my speed. So we're cruising through Oregon, heading to Cali. I don't think I'm not real sure whether or not I've been down this roadway before. Doesn't exactly look. Whoop. Yeah. Gotta make sure I'm staying in my lane. Oop, nope, you're getting too far out. There you go. Straighten out. There you go. But, yeah, pretty little roadway. Not bad at all. See if we see a little bit different from different perspectives here, huh? Over here, a little truck center. Oh, there we go. There's something. I can't, in this camera angle, I can't move the camera. So seems to be like if we were sitting on the roof of the rig. This is the angle we would see. Happy cattle, the world's most happy cattle. And who doesn't like happy cattle? We all do. We all like happy cattle. I don't know if you saw that story about Fairlife Farms. Jeez, OP. I don't even know how you could do that. I mean, these are calves, for crying out loud. What are they doing to you that... I don't understand people at times, you know? But anyway, I digress. Because I have 5.5 hours to go, so... Rest area, we're going to keep moving along. Let's turn it, loan installment, okay. Whoop. Now, I think this is if we were sitting on the front bumper, which is kind of a nice angle. Like I said, you get a nice view. Anytime you can get out of the cab. I don't know how the game volume is for you, but it sounds very loud in my ears, so if I'm coming across as I'm yelling, it's because I may have to make some adjustments. Again, I've been away for a while, so maybe maybe things have kind of slipped out of gear a little bit. But I was talking about how lately we've been playing in Wildlands. I'm working towards trying to get my rig set up so I can broadcast some of that. We're trying to get the Predator mission done, and from everything that we've been struggling to get it done. Everything that we've been able to find out is that when you try to do it in co-op mode, it seems to be harder than usual. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. That it seems to be a bit more difficult when you're. Please pull in for. Okay. So we got a way station situation here. Way station next right. So we're gonna come up to it, and there we go. We're gonna pump that brake. We're gonna cruise in a little bit. Pump it again. All right. Turn that off. Here we go. Here we go. Still going too fast. Alright, folks. Now I'm creeping. Come on, man. There it is. Hit enter. Here we go. Our vehicle gross weight, 74,275 pounds. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a wonderful day. I'm on my way out. So the way stations aren't bad. It can be a little bit of a pain. Like I say, I had the cruise all set up. Everything was going nicely. Now I've got to kind of get back on the road here, get back up to speed, reset my cruise. One of the things coming out in the new updates for both Euro Truck and American Truck is they are going to incorporate voice navigation. So that's going to be interesting. You'll have a GPS that will say, turn left here, you know, make a U-turn, you know. I don't know if I'm going to use it as much. Right now I'm still, before I took this long kind of hiatus, I was trying to work towards, in both games, not using the route advisor, which is in the lower right hand corner, just going with the small GPS that's on the dashboard. It does get a little difficult because I wind up driving with I'm using the gas and the brake with my feet. I'm steering the Thrustmaster with one hand. I'm adjusting my camera angles and looking around with my mouse with the other hand. And then I'm also having to reach over to my keyboard and hit buttons. My brother-in-law's got the best setup. He's got, I think it's called, well, it's Track IR, which is a head tracking system. So he doesn't have, you know, again, he doesn't need to move the camera because the camera just follows his head movements. Again, one less thing you have to worry about. The other thing is he has, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a voice system. So he can say, you know, show waybill, and the waybill will come up. And then he could say, close waybill, and it goes off. And that's what I'd like, because you know, I'd like to be able to turn the route advisor off, but there are times where you do have to look at a waybill, or you know, check time, or whatever the case may be. So it'd be nice to be able to call it up and then shut it down without having to take your eyes off the road and look down at your keyboard, try to figure out, you know, because I think the other issue, if I'm correct, is the route advisor buttons are the F buttons, and my new keyboard on my new computer does not have separate F buttons. So it's not just hitting the F button, it's hitting the function button and the F button, and now, like I said, now you're talking about two buttons. Function button is usually on the bottom of the keyboard, the F buttons are at the top, so it's usually a two-handed situation. So now you're trying to find a straightaway where you can kind of, you know, take both hands off for a minute and do it. So it's, yeah, I still have a ways to go before it's easy. But by the same token, should it be easy? You know what I mean? If it's that easy, what's, you know, you're just driving around looking at scenery then. The fact that you're trying to do stuff and get it going here. So, whoop, I'm speeding. Oh, 64, I'm gonna hit the C, cruise. There we go. Okay, so now I can take my foot off, although you always want to cover the brake. Get off. He's not getting off. Eureka Coos Bay. And I'm doing 65. I'm going to hit this old car here. Is that Eureka over there? I bet you it was. Alright. Trucks are supposed to do 60. That's the other thing, you reach over to the keyboard and sometimes you hit the wrong button. And that's never fun. $56 and a 60, that's not bad. I'm only 3 hours outside of my destination, so again, not too bad. Let's get on the cab here and let's take a look. Drive around this way. It is, I do kind of like this view because again, when you get out of the cab and you can just, you know, you can see all the way around you. I just wish I could move the camera. There's a miniature Golf on the left that I just missed. But again, if I could just turn the camera to the left or to the right, that would be awesome. This is a good camera angle for that. And it's the same thing when you're sitting on the bumper. Another good view. You get you know, kind of a real world view kind of it, but you can't turn your head or anything. So yeah. Those are that. I also don't know what's happening in the lane next to me because I don't have my other rear view up. So I'm going to hit the brake because I don't know why these two are going so slow. Come off of... see. Alright, I'm going to turn mine off because they started to speed up on me. And they were leaving me there, so I'm going to try and get in front of you. Oh, very cool. Fish. Come on, dude. I got two. There's another guy. Oh, whoa. Oh. Wrong button. These on-ramps are crazy, man. Now this is the second on-ramp since we started where we almost saw an accident. Trying to merge out. Alright, we got passing room there. We're going to come on over. Way station 1 mile. We're going a little too fast, but that's okay because we're passing. So we're going to get to 59. That's good. Got it on cruise. Here we go. Okay, heading along. We're please pull in. Whoa. That is something because I just got weighed. I'm not sure. Is that how it happens? I mean, is that, you know, can you go a couple of miles down the road and have to pull in again? Or is this kind of like just like a game thing? But here we are, rather sparse little way station. There we go. Anybody on the inside? No. Alright. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. I certainly will. You have a wonderful day yourself. And now the Harvest Farms truck, which I think that's Harvest Farms, I'm not sure, which seems to have a hard time at the on-ramps. Oh, cool bus. The Greyhound Special over there. Alright, we're gonna merge. I'm out, dude, I'm out. I'm out, duder, I'm out. So yeah, so work to get rid of the route advisor, not needed as much. Again, I'm wondering if I'm going to wind up having to get one of those voice things myself in order to really do that. I guess I could map. I could map the route advisor info sheets to maybe my mouse buttons. One would cycle through the pages, which I think would automatically turn it on, and then maybe the other one would just turn it off. That might be the way to go with that. So then I'm moving away from having to do too much with all three, and I'm just using the Thrustmaster and then my mouse. I'd like to get a wireless mouse though too, because that's the other thing. I could move it closer to me. That would be nice too, rather than having to reach over to the desktop to do it. There's some beautiful mountains up there. Whoa. Alright, I was doing something and I kind of got a little lost. Here's the mountains. Beautiful mountains. I'm going too fast for conditions. But what else is new for your boy? Your boy likes to go too fast for conditions. Doesn't make sense to go too slow for conditions, huh? Right? Alright, there's 54. We're in a 55. I'll take that. We're under 2 hours left in our journey here. Beautiful mountains up in front of us. Heading to Redding, California, which I think is just a little over the border, not too far. So I'm wondering if we're still in Oregon or if we've crossed over into Washington. I mean, Washington. I got Washington on the brain, my friends. California. I'm wondering if I'd love to look over, but this turn. Look at that, huh? That's pretty over there. I'm on the shoulder though. Yeah, I know. Gotta be careful. You don't want to flip your truck back there. You don't want to flip your trailers. This is a little bit of a windy turny, huh? So anybody out there looking forward to playing anything cool? Anything interesting? Any cool haps going on? Just making it, doing some driving, enjoying your time on the road, hopefully. Counting down the hours till we get Washington. We can start tooling around in the state of Washington. Euro Truck, they're coming out with a new map extension as well. What is it, the Black Sea? Something Black Sea? All around the Black Sea, up and down the Black Sea, I don't know. Something about the Black Sea. Looking forward to that. I got a lot of stuff to do in Euro Truck. I was really late to the party with that, and I'm trying to make my way. I'm doing a pretty good job of covering Germany, and I'm starting to think now about where I'm going to go from there. I'm jumping the ferry, heading across to the UK, and trying to do that and discover all of the United Kingdom, England, Britain. But we'll see. I don't even, at this point, I don't even remember where I'm at. I've been toying with the idea of having, putting together a little fast and reliable transport meetings and conventions, a little shareholders meeting kind of thing. Go over the state of the business. I think it would be cool if at some point they do something where you can intermingle the two, you know. So if you've got a business in Euro Truck and you got one in American Truck, you can kind of start to marry their financials and whatnot, and really start to take on more of a transport game type thing. Right now it's fun, I think, driving around. It's they obviously map the thing so beautifully and model everything so well. It's fun to just drive and discover different places and look around, but I think there's a real potential to kind of get into some actual truck haulage, you know, make it an actual game. My brother and I enjoy playing. I would like to be able to play with him, and not the multiplayer. I think if you went on to YouTube, you can see how some of the multiplayer goes, and it's kind of a free-for-all. So we'd like something a little bit more slightly competitive, something where maybe you could just you know, have a couple people in and not just an open to the public multiplayer, because like I say, you get people then who are just really interested in doing demolition derby type stuff, you know. So we don't want that. But you actually have competition for these, you know, these different garages, you know. Right now when you're playing single player, obviously the garage is there ad nauseum. So if you don't get it this time you're in town, well, you'll get it the next time you're in town. Not bad. I cut it a little close, but not bad. But again, if you could get into a multiplayer game with a friend or something, if you don't buy that garage this time, or you don't have the money to buy that garage this time, well, maybe your buddy will come in and get it, buy it out from under you, and then they'll be more in line for certain runs or whatever, you know. That's the other thing too, is if you can get a contract, say there's a concert or something that's starting, and let's be honest, I thought of this when I heard about Celine Dion leaving Vegas to go on tour. Well, what if you get the contract? Now one of your rigs and one of your drivers is going to be basically, you know, relegated to driving that stuff around the country. I think that would be kind of cool. That adds a little bit of something to it. So I've got some ideas, and I know ProMods does stuff that you can add on, and I want to look into seeing whether or not I can develop some of my own ideas. I think that'll be fun. I'll throw this out there too. That was another one I thought about, was the NFL, especially for American Truck, the NFL. So it's a new trailer, because you're going to be pulling the television trailers, you know, where they do for the live feeds, and you'd have to go from one football stadium to the other football stadium. And again, you're signed on for the season to be the official transport for the NFL. And again, so now you've got to kind of think about, well, which one of your drivers are you going to put on it? Maybe you have to kind of switch out over time, you know. So let's say, football season is 17 weeks long, not including playoffs or Super Bowl, right? So let's say halfway through the season you got to switch drivers. You know what I mean? Bring in a new guy. Parking brake. All right. Let's jump out. But those are some of the things that I think could bring a little bit more excitement to the game. And I don't know how difficult it would be. But it might be fun. And it adds a wrinkle. And again, that's part of it. Is just trying to make it a little bit more of a competitive transport deal. All Goods has a couple of things. I would like to be by Tuesday. Right now it is Saturday night, June 8th. So when Washington comes out, I want to be here in Astoria or the Dailies, or maybe even Pendleton. Well, I guess Portland too. Astoria, Portland, the Dailies, or Pendleton. If we look at the map, this does not really tell us much, but there's a lot in here in California that I have not discovered yet. Barstow and Holbrook, Arizona. That's a long one. I think I'll go to Barstow. But I'm going to go ahead and broadcast that on Twitch because I have not done anything on Twitch. If you went to my Twitch channel, which is PJ Plays, there's literally nothing on it. So I'm trying to reload some stuff up there too. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and get a Euro Truck run in tonight after I do this next run on Twitch. So thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon. See you down the road. I said